What up, Box Chevy family? It's Box Chevy P checking in again with another one. As y'all can see, I'm up under the car. I know this is an unusual way for me to start the video out, but we having some issues, and I want to bring y'all along and show y'all exactly what's going on, even though I'm not sure what's going on at this point, but I'm 90% sure what the problem is. But y'all can see I'm messing with the gas tank. The car was decent, and then I noticed that the fuel pump wasn't kicking on. So the fuel pump wasn't kicking on, or the sending unit wasn't kicking on, or the actual pump in the inside. So I'm gonna pull this out, and I'm finna just hot wire it and see what the hell is going on right quick. Cause I checked all the wires before I even got up under here to make sure that it was the actual sending unit, cause I didn't want to get under here fucking with nothing. So with that being said, I know that, let me see, check the ground. Yeah, the grounds look good. Everything, all the connections was good. So I'm thinking the fuel pump itself actually went out. So let me get this off of here, and I'm gonna get from up under this damn car, and I'm gonna cut y'all back on. And y'all see safety first, man. Always use jack stands. And I got the tire chunks in the front too. So I hate getting under these cars, but sometimes it gotta be done. So, and I'm the one put this fuel pump and stuff in the tank. So I'm getting back up under here doing what I need to do, because I know what's going on under here, because I'm the one that did it. And plus, I need new fuel lines ran anyways, because these have started leaking. So yeah, let me get this stuff off and I'll cut y'all back on in a second. So yeah, to sum it all up, a quick rundown of what I'm about to do right now. And yeah, I checked the fuel pump. The fuel pump is working properly. I don't know if the float on there is working. I was thinking about replacing it, but I might just replace it at a later time, because I noticed, well, I thought the gas hand run reading accurate, so I'm guessing it is accurate. Well, I'm not even in the camera. I'm guessing it is accurate from what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna leave the sending unit in there and go from there, because I thought it was less gas in the tank than it was. So that's why I thought the sending unit wasn't working, or the float wasn't working right. What I'm doing, I bought all new hose, and I'm about to replace it. You see, I got the good shit from Jags. Bought a little more than I needed to, just to make sure I had enough. But just to give y'all a quick rundown of what's happening, after we just put this motor in, I started springing leaks everywhere. Mind you, this is the same hose that I had. It was some braided hose, which looks like this. Some braided hose, which I had, which it wasn't too expensive, but it was some braided hose I had that just keep leaking. Every time I fix a leak, it sprang a leak somewhere else. So I got the SAE hose. This is some pretty good quality hose right here, and it's high pressure. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace it. It's not threaded. It don't have a thread and cover over it, but it's still some good hose. So, and it's not gonna be nowhere near heat or no headers or nothing. So I'm gonna run it away from the headers. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this, and I'm just gonna change the whole fuel line back out. That way I ain't gotta keep on changing piece at a time. I'm just gonna replace it all right now. So that's what I'm doing right now. About to get under here. I'm about to start running this right now to the return line. Well, it's actually returnless, so I'm just gonna run this to the fuel rail real quick, run it down through there, and then I'm gonna start from there, and I'm gonna replace it on back. So, and plus, if y'all can remember, I had this fuel filter right up here, which is not the correct spot for it. So I'm putting that along the fuel rail of the car, along the rocker panel. So I'm about to get that all taken care of right now. So y'all stick around and stay tuned, man. So as y'all can see, I'm back, man. Y'all see I'm looking rough when I'm on a work week, man. I do not get a shave, nothing, even though I do my own shaving and lining and stuff. But during the work week, this is what I'm looking like, man. You know, I clean up on the weekends pretty good. But this where we at with it. As y'all can see, I got the fuel filter / fuel regulator ran up under there already under the car. Just so y'all know, that running like 58 PSI. So it acts as a fuel filter and a fuel regulator, just because this is a returnless style intake, so it don't come with a fuel pressure regulator, so it's built into there. Just so y'all know, for the people who doing an LS swap with a returnless, you get that to replace your fuel pressure regulator. I had a fuel filter on there. I started to put both of them on there, which ain't a bad idea, but since that's a fuel filter as well, and that's a little more expensive than this, I only paid like 30, 40 bucks for that, even though it ain't gave out on me yet. I'm gonna keep that put to the side in the cut for now. Just remove that one from there where you see the two lines hanging from. And now that it's returnless, it's only gonna be one line going to the motor instead of two. So that's why you see one line. For the return style fuel rail, you'll see 2 lines going to the motor. You know what I mean? Coming from the fuel rail and going down. So that's why you only see 1. That's a little education for the people who don't know about that. Y'all can see, yes, it's a 5.3 in here. And yes, I get my hands dirty. I've been up under the car. If y'all follow me, y'all know I hate getting under cars, but it got to be done. Y'all see the fuel tank is still down. So once I get this installed, which as y'all can see, I got 1 line made already to connect from there to there. I got 1 line, man, because I had to cut the rest of that line out because it was bad right there. So I had to cut that line out. So, and I'd like to use less fittings as possible, but like I said, I got to make 2 lines to run to the return and the feed line on there. And I'm going to run them from them 2 lines that's hanging there. You see those 2 lines hanging right there, the 2 hoses? I use those little AM fittings to connect the 2 hoses to run it there. Zip tie everything up, get it away from the exhaust, put that little pan under there. You see that little cover right there? That cover the line up so you won't see it. And put the fuel tank back up, and we should be ready to rock and roll. So let me get this done. I just want to bring y'all back in, show y'all where I was at, and I'll cut y'all back on in a minute. Let's go. Well, actually, in a week, it'll be 2 years I had this car. And do y'all know, which is my fault, because I could have left the regular 305 in here and just drove it till the wheels fell off. But y'all know I want the LS swap, but that was my plan. But yeah, I ain't never had a full day of just driving this car, enjoying it, man. I mean, I done took it from shop to shop basically his whole life since I had it. That's all I've been doing is from shop to shop working on it. So we at the point now to where I'm ready to just button everything up in here and just enjoy it. Just drive it and enjoy it. I ain't finna put it in the paint shop right now, nothing. I put the AC unit on there. Both of the windows working now. The plate is up to date, so I just want to wash it and just enjoy it for what it is right now, man. Like I said, still clean and need to be repainted again because I done scratched it up, beat it up with some scratch there. A few other scratches here and there, but for the most part, like I said, ain't no rust on this car because it's from Texas, so it's overall clean. So once I wash it up, it still look good. It's still a head turner, so, and the interior is still immaculate, so that's good. So you see I still got it jacked up in the air, but like I said, all the gas lines is on there, cranked up, no fuel leaks, nothing no more, so that's taken care of. So I'm about to get my boys out here. They about to help me out, Lil P, and I guess Mr. Clean, he gonna just be using the jack, but we gonna lay up under here and push this fuel tank back over here so I can get this car out the air. So y'all stay tuned. Oh, and another thing, look, my steering wheel came unwrapped, so I gotta take that off after I'm done, which that's minor, but I'm gonna pull that back off and rewrap it, or just tuck that part back in when we done. So yeah, hopefully we can get this knocked out today so I could pull it out and, like I said, clean up the white walls, shine it up, man, use some soap, wax, all that stuff and make it look good and enjoy it. So let's go. All right, we back under the car. As y'all can see, I got everything up, which is great. My boy helped me under here. Little box Chevy P. I couldn't have did this without him because this damn gas tank is full of gas. So unlike me putting it up by myself when I first got it, this time the damn thing is full of gas, so it was hard. So we had to use the jack. My boy did the jacking over there, and he had to use his muscle. He had to hold this side up. I had to hold the left side up. But y'all see, we got this thing up now. So I just need to zip tie all of this shit out the way, and we set to go.
So without the gas, it'd be real light.
And I see too that we broke off we ended up breaking the ground screw. So this was the word ground at. I see we broke that in the midst of all of this. So I'm gonna put it somewhere else anyway, because this is about old as hell anyway. So let's get that done, and we gonna get the hell from up under this car. So yeah, we done under the car, man. A couple splinters later, we done though, man. Thank God my boys was here today, because I needed my boy help to hold that gas tank up, because I couldn't hold it up, jack it up on both sides at the same time. I wouldn't be able to do all 3 of those things. I needed to be able to balance it on both sides, have it on the jack it up, and while we balancing it, and while I'm putting the screw, I couldn't do all that by myself. So my boys help me, man. They learning by default because, like I said, I'm teaching them stuff. So when they come out here and I'm working or I'm showing them stuff, you know, my youngest boy, he like working on cars. My oldest boy, he be curious here and there, but he not as into it as my little guy is. So for the most part, I just teach them stuff, man, because it's always good to be handy. You don't have to work on cars. I won't be mad at them if they don't like cars or don't want to work on cars, but I still like to teach them the basic stuff that a man should know how to do. A man should know how to change a tire. A man should know how to fix a flat, you know what I mean, which is the same thing, changing the tire. I'll put a spare on at the least. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be no full-fledged mechanic, but just know the basics. If you with your woman or my daughter get older, they boyfriend don't know how to change a tire, that's gonna be suck. And a lot of people not gonna know how to do stuff because our kids is stuck in the phones these days. See, we grew up, we didn't have cell phones and the internet. We had internet, but it wasn't like this internet where it's right in your hand. You know what I mean? So, like I told them, it ain't the fact that they slow learners, it's the fact they got something distracting them from learning. So, therefore, they not learning as fast as we did coming up. So, that's that on that, man. No problems from here on out, man. Like I said, and everything I do to it, I try to do a quality job. That way I don't have to double back and mess with it again. Instead of doing a quick, easy fix, I try to do it the most quality way I can with what I had to work with. So that's that on that. I ain't got to get back up under this car, thank God. All the new hoses is ran. I've been working on this car for 3 days, just doing a little bit at a time. It's in between working and trying to get other stuff done. So, like I said, it's done now. So that's the most important part. We got it done and over with. And now we're going to enjoy it. We're going to bring it on the watch. I got to go pick up my daughter from school. Her first day was today. Pick up my baby from school. And then I'm going to come back and finish doing a little touch-ups I need to do. And then I'm going to watch this thing up. And, man, like I say, we right on time for the weekend. The weekend is here. And my other car is going to the shop today to get the Dakota Digital and stuff hooked up in there. So that one won't be around for a day or two. So I'm going to roll this one, man. It's right on time. So appreciate everybody who locked in with me, man. If y'all here watching this video, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button if you ain't already subscribed to the channel. And for y'all people that's new to the channel, I appreciate y'all, man. And for the people who been rocking with me, I appreciate y'all too. This is just another day, another dollar, man. Box Chevy P checking out. Peace.